Hi you guys, happy Sunday. I'm gonna give everyone about another 30 seconds or so to hop on here. If you haven't already laid out a mat and set your practice space, please do so. Grab any props that you might need, and then we'll get started. So my name's Julianne. If this is our first time meeting, it's good to meet you. If it's not our first time meeting, good to see you and to be with you virtually, apart, but definitely not alone. It's the beauty of technology. So thank you for choosing to be here, for dropping in. Really just grateful for the anatomy team. Now more than ever, really culture and family is everything. So thank you for being here. And so this practice is yours. Please modify throughout if you need to, amplify if you want to. We're just gonna take the next hour to move together and to just give ourselves permission to feel fully where we are. So we'll get started in an easy seat. And that can look like the tops of your shins, or you can sit in an easy cross-legged position if that feels better. If you'd like, place some blankets or towels underneath your sits bones to add more comfort. And then we'll get started with a big roll of the shoulders down and back. Go ahead and bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, and then simply close your eyes. Allow yourself to drop into stillness so that your physical body lands in this space. In the four corners of your room and on the four corners of your mat. In your sacred home of skin and bones. And then in the space that we're collectively creating together right now. And then see if you can create a little more verticality through the crown of your head, as though you're lengthening out of the kidneys, up through the backs of your ribs, all the way through the base of your skull and through the crown. And then see if you can keep that verticality, but start to dissolve any bits of tension that might be present in the body. So soften the shoulders, your traps, your jaw, the space between your eyelids and your eyebrows. And now draw all of your awareness to your breath. And start to slow down your inhales and your exhales, so that you create a steady rhythm for your practice, one that's controlled and spacious and intentional. So that by creating focus on our breath, we start to still the mind. Now, there's a lot of noise and static, I think, right now. And it can look like swimming in the unknown and the uncertainty, maybe some fear, maybe some panic. And so our work is to just ground back into breath, to give the mind one job to do as we move today, and that's to control the rhythm of your breath in and your breath out. And now draw all of your awareness to your heart. And notice any and all feelings or sensations coming up to the surface. And then consider that in this space you have permission to feel anything that you need to feel, so that it moves through you, in and out of you. And take a big breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth, take a loud exhale out. Again like that, breathe in through your nose. Big noisy exhale out. Last time, breathe in. Let it go. Blink open your eyes. And then we'll meet in tabletop. So hands and knees down on the ground. Stack your shoulders right on top of your wrists, hips on top of your knees, and then we'll begin with a cat-cow. So as you inhale, let your belly hang and open up your chin and your chest. And then as you exhale, push the ground away from you, round and curl through your upper spine. Again, breathe in, let your belly hang towards the earth, slide your scapulas down and back away from your ears. As you exhale, push the ground away from you, spread your shoulder blades away from your spine. And then again, breathe in, navel towards the earth as you peel your sternum up. As you exhale, navel to spine as you draw your chin towards your chest. Take 3 more with your breath. So you'll just start to link the body with the breath. Again, giving the mind just one job to do, to control your inhale and your exhale, to make each one intentional and spacious, so that through the breath you create more opportunity to feel sensation in the body and sensation in the heart. After you complete your cat-cows, find a neutral spine, so tailbone back, crown of your head forward. Flip your fingers so that they face your knees, thumbs towards the edges of your mat. And then while you keep your palms pressed flat, shift your weight back towards your heels gently. And you'll just welcome a little bit of sensation into the forearms. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Move back through center, flip your hands one at a time so that your fingers face in towards the midline, and then press into your fingernails and lengthen through your elbows as much as feels good. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, make 2 fists. Squeeze your fingers in towards each other. Again, breathe in, spread your fingers out wide. Exhale, make 2 fists, hug it in. Last time, inhale, open. Exhale, easy fists. And then slow and controlled, you'll release one hand at a time back to neutral. From here, tuck your toes, hover your knees just an inch off of the floor. So you're now in a floating tabletop. And as you float your tabletop, get longer through your tail into the crown. Spread your back body nice and wide. And then energetically draw your knees forward without moving your feet. So there's just a subtle contraction in your low belly. At the same time, pull your wrists towards your toes so there's a subtle contraction in your upper belly. Take a breath in. Stay for your breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out your feet right and left. So you'll bend one knee as you lift the heel, and then the opposite. And you can make this as slow or as fast, as big or as small as you need to just to warm up into the body, to breathe into some of the muscles, to check in with how you're feeling today, to notice any spaces of tension or tightness, or maybe it's a lot of ease and space, and then settle into stillness. So feet about hips width distance apart. Bring a soft bend to your knees. Keep that softness as you lengthen your sits bones up higher towards the ceiling so your hamstrings get longer. And then press through the base knuckles of your palms to create even more space through your tailbone. And then just a little tenderness now behind your heart. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. As you inhale, shift forward into a high plank. It's a standard issue push-up position. As you exhale, gently place your knees down on your mat. As you inhale, lift your knees back into that high plank. As you exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll move through that a few times. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, breathe in, move forward. Breathe out, control your knees to your mat. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. Breathe out from the navel, pull it back. 3 more like that. Inhale, high. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, high plank.
Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one. Inhale, high. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. As you inhale, lift your right leg up. Soften through your left heel as you lift your right thigh bone a little higher. As you exhale, gently wrap your knee into your nose. Step your right foot forward between your palms and then create a long spine. So fingertips will frame your front foot lightly. Lengthen through your left quad as you draw your heart forward. And then as you exhale, straighten through your front leg, lift your right toes away from the ground and fold your belly over your thigh. We'll move through this again a few times. Inhale, pull your heart forward, long spine. As you exhale, fold over your front leg. Again, like that. Breathe in, lengthen through your back body. Breathe out, fold. Last time, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. This time, pause. Your back heel again can stay slightly lifted off the ground. I want you to think of hugging your right outer thigh back, but then lengthen your right lung forward. Breath in, breath out. Bend back into your front knee, root your palms, step it back, downward facing dog, hips to the ceiling. Take a full inhale, full exhale. Left leg up as you breathe in. Keep your hips squared, so that means dialing the front of your left thigh bone to face the ground. Soften through your right heel and draw your right outer hip back as you squeeze your left glute to lift your heel an inch higher. As you exhale, knee to your nose, round through the upper back. Step your left foot through, find a long lunge. Pull your heart forward as you breathe in. As you exhale, straighten through your front leg, lift your left toes towards your face. And then again, breathe in, long spine as you lunge. Breathe out, squeeze your left outer hip back. 2 more like that. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, fold your belly over your thigh. Once more, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten, this time pause. See if you can give your spine more weight as you press your left heel against your mat. And then maybe you can hug your left outer hip towards the wall behind you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend back into your front knee, root your palms, step back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Shift forward into a high plank. So it's a standard issue push-up position, shoulders right on top of your wrists. Light up the tops of your thighs so it feels like your kneecaps are lifting up. Quads engaged. Pull forward to the tips of your toes as you breathe in. Lower all the way down to your belly as you breathe out. Untuck your feet. Take a baby cobra. Lift your heart about 6 inches off of the floor. And then as you exhale, slow and controlled, release down. Again, baby cobra, lift your heart, wrap your elbows in towards each other. As you exhale, release. Last one, inhale, baby cobra, pause. Lift your hands an inch off of the floor. Hug your scapulas in towards each other as you breathe in. Gently fold back down to your belly as you breathe out. You'll tuck your toes. Firm up your thighs, firm up your low belly. Like a flat board, press it up, high plank. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Tiptoe your feet all the way up to your hands and then arrive in ragdoll. So feet right underneath your hips, grab opposite elbows. Allow your ears to drip away from your shoulders. You can welcome some softness into the backs of your knees as much as necessary to give you some access to your hamstrings today. And then if you need a little sway at the back, you can sway to release any tension present. Again, maybe you shake out your ears side to side. And then come back to breath so that your mind focuses on establishing a rhythmic inhale and exhale. Gently release your hands down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, flat back. You can opt to place your hands on blocks or onto the tops of your shins if you need a little support today. Exhale, fold. Again, like that, inhale, flat back. As you fire up the muscles along your spine, slide your chin in, almost like you're creating a purposeful double chin. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, reach up tall. Exhale, palms together at heart center. Take a breath in. Take a sigh out. As you inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step it back, high plank and pause as you exhale. Shift forward to the tips of your toes as you breathe in. Chaturanga, elbows hug into your ribs as you breathe out. Upward facing dog, lift your heart. Downward facing dog, lift your hips. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Gaze forward. You'll step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, palms to heart. One more like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold tight. Halfway lift as you inhale. Step or float back. Chaturanga as you exhale. Upward facing dog as you breathe in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Full inhale. Complete your exhale. Gaze forward. You'll step or float again to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Reach up, rise to stand. Exhale, palms to heart. Keep your feet about hips width distance apart. And then do this for me. Lift all 10 toes. Spread them as wide as you can so that the ball mounds of your feet take up lots of space. Pull the arches of your feet up. So it feels like you're suction cupping the ground with your feet. Now, as you keep that action, draw the inner thighs slightly back. It's a rotation of your thigh bones in, back, and out. At the same time, though, see if you can lengthen your tailbone towards the earth. Yes? Now, keep all the actions of your feet. You can press your toes back down to the ground, again, keeping them wide. Take your arms up, biceps right by your ears, and then slide your sits bones back. Find chair pose. So it's like a little baby squat. Yeah. Pull your heart forward as you relax your front ribs. And then keep sliding your knees back over your heels, and then see if you can slide your sits bones down a little closer to the ground. And now you can widen your inner thighs just a bit. From here, interlace your palms behind your head, right at the base of your skull. There's a little notch, that'll set a little ridge. You're gonna take your thumbs, hook onto that notch, and then draw your elbows in towards each other as you soften to the shoulders. Now fire up the muscles of your back body. It's a soft back bend. Lengthen from your belly button, through the center of your heart, all the way through your eyes, while keeping the back of your neck as long as possible. And then again, fire up the space right behind your heart, mid and upper back body. Lift your elbow tips, take a breath in. As you exhale, take a big bow forward, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Step just your left leg back. Place your left knee to the ground. And then swoop your arms up, find an Anjaneyasana. It's a low lunge. Okay, now magnetize your front heel and your back knee in towards each other. It's like you're pulling your thigh bones into the pelvis. Keep that action so your hip bones stay squared to the top of your mat, and then see if you can slide deeper into your front knee. You can take the knee past your ankle even. Go ahead and grab your left wrist, peel it up, and then take it over and across towards the right side, and welcome some sensation along the front of your left quad, hip flexor all the way up through your armpit. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, come back through center. Both hands to frame your front foot. Slide your sitting bones back, take a half split. So flex your right toes away from the ground, pull your heart forward. With a long spine, fold your navel towards your right quad. One breath in, full breath out. Gaze forward, bend back into your front knee, tuck your back toes under, lift your left knee away from the ground. Left hand right underneath your left shoulder, take your right arm up and open, easy twist. Pull the crown of your head forward, away from your back heel, and then as you exhale, churn the navel so that you turn your heart upwards. Again, breathe in, create length out of your sides waist. As you exhale from the obliques, you twist through your mid and upper spine. Once more, breathe in, breathe out. Both hands to the ground. Step your back foot forward, fold over both of your legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, reach up. Exhale, palms together at heart. And then again, feet about hips width distance apart, spread your toes. It's like making duck feet, suction cup the arches of your feet up. Slide your sits bones back as you sit deep, reach your arms up. Right away, interlace your hands, and again, you'll take them right at the base of your skull. Elbows hug in towards your ears. Now as you slide your sitting bones towards the back of your mat, start to fire up the muscles along your spine. Think big thoracic extension right behind the heart. And then keep pressing the back of your head into your palms to lengthen the back of your neck. Lift your heart up a little higher so that your elbows start to curl towards the sky. Take a breath in. As you exhale, big bow forward, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your right foot back this time. Gently place your right knee to your mat. Swoop your arms up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Same idea, you want to magnetize your front heel and your back knee in towards each other, and then keeping that action, slide deeper into your front knee. Grab your right wrist this time, pull it up. Take it over and across to the left side. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, come back through center. Both hands to frame your front leg. Slide your sitting bones back. And then again, half split. So pull your heart forward as you breathe in. Draw your left outer hip back. And then fold with your navel working towards your left quad. Big inhale. Big exhale. Gaze forward, bend back into your front knee. Tuck your back toes if they're not already tucked, and lift your right knee off the ground. Once you're in that long lunge, right hand down underneath your right shoulder, left arm up and open, easy twist. Pull your heart forward as you fill up. As you empty your breath, twist like you're rinsing your spine like a towel. Again, breathe in, pull your heart forward. Exhale, you twist. Draw the head of your left shoulder down and back. Once more, inhale, keep the back thigh bone engaged. Exhale, you twist. Gently release your left hand down to the ground. Step your right foot forward. Fold over both of your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, palms to heart. Take your toes together to touch. Heels can stay about an inch apart. We'll take a more traditional variation of chair pose today, Utkatasana. Go ahead and slide your sitting bones back again. Wrap your inner thighs in and back towards each other. And then reach your arms up. Lengthen again through the heart and out of the kidneys. Breath in. As you exhale, bring your hands to press right in front of your heart. Lift your heels so that you shift all of your weight into the ball mounds of your feet. And then keep hugging the inner ankles in towards each other. Slow and controlled. We'll descend, hips to heels, so 10. Take your time. Like you're dripping like molasses 8. Breathe well for 7. Don't beat me down there for 6. You've got 5. Let there be a little bit of tremble and shake for 4. Breathe for 3. Can you lean into the intensity of it for 2? And then 1. Pause. Shoulders stacked right on top of the hips. Heels on top of the ball mounds. Take a breath in. As you exhale, gently place your heels to the ground, butt to the ground. Feet up, Navasana. You'll take your heels in line with your knees today, so you're making a nice 90-degree angle. Go ahead and pull your heart up. Shoulders back, and then reach your arms out long. Good. Now see if you can press your thigh bones into your chest to reach your fingertips actually past your heels. Now keep your thighs where they are if you can, and stretch your heels up towards the sky. Again, draw your thigh bones into your chest, reach your fingertips past your heels. Keep your thighs where they are, heart where it is, and then extend your heels high, spread your toes. Last time, squeeze your thigh bones into your chest. Heels straight to the sky. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you'll cross your ankles. Place your palms back down. You'll step or float back, move through a vinyasa, and we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your right foot forward between your palms. Crescent lunge, rise to stand. And then settle. So front knee right over your heel, lift through your back thigh. And again, magnetize your feet. As you breathe in, straighten through your front leg, lift higher through your fingertips. As you exhale, bend back into your front knee. Again, like that, inhale. Squeeze the inner thighs in towards each other, lengthen out of your kidneys and up through the back of your heart. Exhale, bend back into your front knee. Last time, inhale. Lift and squeeze through the inner thighs, get taller. Exhale, come right back into your crescent lunge. Tip your belly forward and hover. Pause. Draw your right outer thigh back. Interlace your palms behind you. Lengthen through your heart. Get taller through the center of your sternum. Breath in. Breath out. Step your left foot halfway up your mat. Pull your heart up. Breathe in. Fold over your legs as you breathe out. Option 1 is to keep your arms bound, like so. Draw the heads of your shoulders back away from your ears as you melt your chest over your front thigh. Option 2, create a little extra support. Fingertips light to the ground or onto blocks. And then from wherever you are, take a flat back. Draw your right hip crease towards the wall behind you. Draw both sides of your lungs forward. And then keep all of the space that you've created as you fold once again over your legs. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And then inhale, halfway lift once again. This time, bring your palms together at your heart center. Shift all of your weight forward into your right leg. Float your left leg off the ground. Find a warrior 3. Steady your gaze. And then level your hips so the front of your left thigh bone rotates to face the ground, and hug your right thigh up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, toes together. Utkatasana, chair pose. Once again, you'll take your hands to your heart, lift your heels, hug your inner thighs and your inner ankles towards each other, and then descend your hips slow. 10, 9. So it's a practice of simmering in all the discomfort and letting all the sensations and feelings come up to the surface for 5, for 4, breathe 3, for 2, and then 1. Take a moment, breathe in. Breathe out. Go ahead and place your heels down, butt down, Navasana. boat pose. Again, heels in line with your knees today. If you need some extra support, you simply hold onto the backs of your thighs. Otherwise, fingertips forward, shoulders back. Pull your thigh bones into your chest to reach past your heels. And then engage the tops of your quads as you send your toes to the sky. Again, squeeze your thigh bones into your chest. Heels up, heart up. Last time, pull your thigh bones into your chest. Heels up, heart up. Cross your ankles, plant your palms, step or jump back. Vinyasa. And again, we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Step forward, crescent lunge, reach up. So it's like a long runner's lunge, vertical. So hug your inner thighs again in towards each other. And then grow a little taller out of the kidneys. As you breathe in, straighten through your left leg and hug up to the midline. As you exhale, bend back into your front knee. Keep lengthening through your right thigh. Again, breathe in, hug everything in towards the pelvis. And then as you exhale, bend into your front knee, push through your back heel. Last time, breathe in, reach up a little taller. Breathe out, bend back into your front knee. Relax your front ribs as you tip your belly forward. Get longer through your fingertips from your heel to your head. Interlace your palms behind you, opposite thumb on top. Roll the heads of your shoulders back as you again lengthen through your sternum. Breath in, breath out. Step your back foot halfway up your mat. Inhale to grow tall. And then as you exhale, big fold over pyramid pose. If this feels good to keep the bind, you keep the bind. If you need more stability, fingertips to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull your left outer hip back. Fold your belly over your left thigh. Create space for both of your lungs to get longer towards the ground. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, flat back, pause. Bring your hands together at heart, pause. Shift your weight into your left leg, lift your right thigh, and then create length from your right heel through the crown of your head. It's like you're stamping your right foot into the wall behind you and then stretching the top of your head forward. Take a breath in, a breath out. On your inhale, step both feet together. Go ahead and reach up nice and tall. Exhale, hands to heart. One hand to belly, one hand to chest. Close your eyes. And take a moment to land in your stillness. To draw your awareness back to all the sensations of your body right now. And then to the rhythm of your breath. By drawing all of your awareness again to just creating that steady inhale and steady exhale. Give your thoughts the opportunity to slow down and tune in, so that in this space you can allow any and all feelings of the heart come to the surface. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Gently blink open your eyes as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Step or float back, vinyasa. You'll move with your breath. You're always welcome to skip the vinyasa at any point, and always it's on offer to go straight back to down dog if that feels better in your body. Take a collective breath in and a collective breath out. Peel your right leg up. This time bend your knee and peel your hip open, so you'll stack your right hip on top of the left and reach your right kneecap upwards towards the sky. Now as you do this, the left side has a tendency to get short. Think of hugging the left outer thigh and groin back as you create length through the left lung, and then lift your right knee a little higher. Breath in. As you exhale, flip your dog, land your right foot on the outside of your mat, all 10 toes to face the back. Lift up through the hips as you pull forward across your heart. So you want to engage the glutes to lift your hips up a little higher. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you'll unflip, come right into a high plank. From your high plank, bring your feet together to touch. Take your heels to the right. Lift your left arm up, side plank. Vashisthasana. Hug your inner thighs in towards each other and then draw length through your left fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. From here, gently draw your left knee in towards your chest. Set your gaze down to your right thumb. Step your left foot all the way forward to the top of your mat. Pivot your back foot so that the pinky edge side of your right foot is now parallel to the short side of your mat. You'll rise all the way up into a warrior two on the left side. And then settle. Create brightness through your fingertips, but softness at the tops of your shoulders. And then come a little deeper into the front thigh if there's space for you to do so. Flip your front palm, reverse. And then keep reaching back as you straighten through your front leg, create space. Take it forward, triangle pose, left hand down underneath your left shoulder, right arm up and open. Again, you can use your shin or a block to bring the ground up to you. Otherwise, create length out of your left lung. And then gaze towards your top hand. Draw the head of your right shoulder down and back. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, rise back up into triangle pose. Exhale, bend back into your front knee. Flip your front palm. Dance your warrior back. Hands to your mat. Vinyasa, you'll take it around with your breath. And again, always the offer to skip the vinyasas if you need rest. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Peel your top hip open. Bend your knee. And then again, as you rotate your left kneecap upwards towards the sky, squeeze your hamstring to pull your heel in towards your butt. And then press through both palms and create more length by pulling your right inner groin back. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently flip your dog. So again, both feet will land on the ground, all 10 toes to face the back of your mat. Lift your hips, pull forward with your heart. And the more that you can rotate this right shoulder underneath your heart, it's an outer rotation of the upper arm bone, inside of your elbow pit wants to turn forward. Breath in, breath out. On your inhale, come into a high plank. Bring your toes together, hug the inner thighs in, belly in, and then take your heels to the left side. Vashisthasana, side plank. Flex both of your feet, zip up through the midline, and then draw the head of your right shoulder blade back, look up. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. And then shift your eyes back down to your left thumb. Step your right foot forward. You'll rotate your back heel up and then back heel down. Warrior two, come up to stand. So set up your feet so that your front toes are at 12 o'clock and your front heel cuts through the inside arch of your back foot, which is parallel to the short side of your mat. And then again, get longer and brighter through your fingertips, but let the tension dissolve at the traps. And settle in a little deeper.
Flip your front palm, reverse. This time as you reach back, straighten through your front leg, create space. Trikonasana. Right hand towards the ground, left arm up towards the ceiling. Long spine from your tailbone through the crown of your head. And then broaden across the collarbones. Churn from the navel to rotate your heart up. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you inhale, come back up to stand. This time hands to hips. Turn your toes towards the left side of your mat. And if you need to widen or shorten your stance, you can play with this. But you want to create a pigeon toe of your feet. So toes in, slightly heels out. Puff up through your chest as you breathe in. And then with the long spine, take a wide-legged forward fold as you breathe out. Go ahead and sprinkle your fingertips down to your mat. If you like a little bind of your toes, you can take your peace fingers around your big toes and then broaden through the elbows to reach the crown of your head closer to the floor. If you have an inversion practice, you're welcome to take this time to play. And then breathe. Come back to breath. So that your breath anchors you back down to this moment. Into your own body and into your own heart. So you give yourself the opportunity and the permission to feel any and all things. Release your mind if you took it. If you're upside down, take your time to make your way back down to the earth. On your inhale, flat back. Walk your hands to the top of your mat, step it back, high plank. Shift forward to the tips of your toes, low plank. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, child's pose, hips to your heels. Long spine as you place your forehead on the floor. And then relax any tension at the tops of your traps. Soften the space right between your shoulder blades. And let your hips have some weight where they are too. And then settle. Once again, finding stillness in this moment. Just to feel. And to process, and then to feel, and to process again. And to give yourself permission to let it all come up to the surface. No matter how big, no matter how intense. So that it can be felt, and that it can move in and through and out of you. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. From your child's pose, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Shift forward into a high plank, and then lower all the way down to your belly. Interlace your palms behind your back. Draw the heads of your shoulders away from your ears. Lift your knuckles away from your glutes. And then peel your heart and your head off the floor. Again, make that intentional double chin action, like you're sliding your earlobes back and displacing your head slightly. And then float your thighs off the ground and draw your toes together. Push the ceiling away with the back of your heart. Fire up the muscles along your back body. As you exhale, slow and controlled, release. Breath in. Breath out. One more like that. Interlace your palms. Lift your heart, lift your head, lift your thighs. Again, push the ceiling away with your back body as though you could lift your heart and your thighs just a couple inches higher. Inhale. As you exhale, again, slow and controlled, release. Take a breath in. Take a breath out.
Walk your left arm out to a T, palm to face the floor. Bring your left cheek to your mat. Press into your right fingertips and roll onto your left side. Step your right foot back so that your right knee now points to the ceiling. Close your eyes. Unclench your jaw. Soften the muscles along the sides of your neck. And then melt the muscles between your rib bones. Give your pelvis more weight. Inhale. Exhale. Return through center and we'll switch sides. This time right arm out to a T, right cheek to rest. Press into your left hand, roll onto the right side and step your left foot back behind you. And again, close your eyes. Settle into the sensation present maybe at the front of your right shoulder head or in front of your right pec. And then take the work out of the spaces that don't need to be working. So again, let go of the tension along the sides of your neck. Allow your pelvis to get heavy to create the rotation. One more inhale. Complete exhale. And then come back through center and onto your belly. Go ahead and walk your hands in underneath your elbows. Lift up into an upward facing dog. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And then place your knees down on the ground. Okay. Place the tops of your feet against the floor so you'll untuck your toes if they're tucked. And then take your hands today and find your rib bones. So what tends to happen in this is we sort of like to flare into this position, and I want you to think of the opposite. Think of zipping up a corset, so your ribs draw in towards each other. Again, the inner thighs rotate back, but the tailbone lengthens towards the ground. So keep this locked position of the torso. Walk your fingertips forward, palm in line with the shoulders. Yeah. And then we'll just lean into the intensity. So keep everything straight and strong from your thighs to the crown. Hinge at your knees until you find some sensation in the tops of the quads. And then let yourself simmer in that sweet spot. Keep lengthening your tailbone, zip the ribs in, belly button to spine. See if you can go just a little farther for 3, for 2, and then 1. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, again, hands in line with the shoulders. Lengthen again through the tailbone, navel in, ribs down, hinge back, and then breathe. Let yourself feel, dig into the heat of it. Reconcile with the uncomfortability of it. One more breath in, breath out. Inhale, reach up. Okay, last time. Palms in line with the shoulders, ribs relax down, navel to spine, tail long. And again, push down into the tops of your feet for support as you hinge at the knees. And then see if you can go just a little bit further back. And again, reconcile with the uncomfortability of it because, well, our reality is uncomfortable right now, and so this is a practice of building courage for 2. And then 1, reach all the way up. Go ahead and take your hands to your low back. Wrap your elbows in. Puff up to the heart. And then take a big back bend, camel pose. You'll slowly walk your eyes up. Maybe walk your hands to the backs of your thighs or all the way down to your ankles. And then if it feels good to send your eye gaze all the way up and back, you do so. Keep lifting to the center of your chest for 3, for 2, 1. Take your time. Rise back through center and we'll sit right on our heels. One hand to belly, one hand to heart, eyes closed. Take a breath in. Breath out. Open up your eyes. You'll make your way to laying down on your back. And gently draw both knees in towards your chest and give yourself a little rock side to side. And then go ahead and place your feet down on the ground. Cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh, figure 4. Send your right thigh bone out and down away from you. Gently draw your left thigh bone in. Grab the belly of your hamstring. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw your left knee closer to your chest as you press your right thigh bone outwards. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can deepen just a little more where you are. Last breath in. Last breath out. Slowly release. Place your right foot on the ground, cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Send your left thigh bone away from you so there's this external rotation from the hip. And then draw your right thigh bone in. You can grab again the belly of your hamstring. And then as you weave through your thighs, give yourself a little bit of action between your legs. So there's sort of this opposition created by your left shin bone against your right quad. And then pull your right thigh bone in towards you to, again, lean into the intensity of what's available. To create more space with each breath. And to invite in more sensation and feeling. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Unwind. As you place both feet on the ground, pull your right knee into your chest and extend your left leg down towards the bottom of your mat. Spinal twist, let your right knee fall across your body and over to the left. And take your time to actually draw your right hip bone down towards the bottom of your mat. So it'll feel like you invited more space to your right side waist. And then allow your right shoulder head to get as heavy as it can. So you can open your arm to a T, or you can bend the elbow at 90 like a cactus arm. And then allow your right lung to spiral towards the earth. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, come back through center. You'll extend your right leg down, hug your left knee in. Pause for a moment, creating length through your right thigh. Pull your left thigh bone in a little tighter to your chest. And then again, spinal twists. Let your left knee fall across your body and over to the right as you open your left arm out to a T or to a cactus. And then it's the same action. Think of lengthening your left hip crease down. And then with all that space now that you've created in your side waist, melt your left rib cage towards the ground. Soften through your left shoulder head. Maybe even relax your left ear on the floor. Give yourself the opportunity to soften into the here and now. To feel all that needs to be felt. And to let it move in and through and out of you. Gently make your way back through center. You'll plant your feet again like you're setting up for bridge pose. And we'll just tap the sacrum a couple times on the ground. It just looks like this. You're just tapping really lightly. Take a big breath in. Open up your mouth, big exhale out. Two more like that, keep tapping. Quick taps of the sacrum onto the ground again, breathe in. Sigh it out. Last one, fill up. Big exhale out. And then let your body come to rest. And take a moment just to feel. And then you'll slowly extend your legs out towards the edges of your mat. Place your shoulder blades underneath your heart if they aren't already there. Turn your palms up. And then close your eyes. And then soften every inch of your skin. Relax every muscle in your body. Let every bone lay heavy against the floor. And release any control that you might have over your breath still, so that you give your inhale and your exhale the opportunity to return to its most natural rhythm. One that no longer requires your attention or intention. And as your body stills and your breath stills, let your mind and your heart still into this moment. And you give yourself permission to be in the experience and the feeling of anything that's showing up and anything that's coming to the surface. Because really what the tradition of yoga is an invitation into feeling, into excavating, into inquiring, all the things that are living inside of you. And so as we navigate this time of sort of extreme uncertainty and unknown, come back to your breath, back to your body, back to your heart, so that in this space you give yourself the chance to ground and the opportunity to cultivate the muscle of courage to feel and to lean in to all of the intensity, to recognize the moments of tension and resistance, and to learn to let all of that in, through, and out of you. So that we come out on the other side with a little more trust and a little more faith, and a little more peace. Start to wake up your fingers and your toes. Nod your head from side to side. Reach your arms up, full body stretch. Wrap your knees in and roll to the right. And then you'll press yourself up to an easy seat. Palms together to touch. And we'll seal our practice today with one shared breath. Big inhale through your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. Chin to chest, bowing intellect to heart. Hands from your heart up to your third eye. And from my heart to yours, namaste. So thank you for tuning in today. So much love to you guys, to the Anatomy family. We're here for you if you guys need anything, as always. Tomorrow we are back at 12 p.m. with a triple threat, so join Jacqueline, Grant, and Tyler here. Don't miss it. If you have any questions, comments, feedback around class, I'm always available, so shoot me a message. Again, my name's Julianne. Thank you.